Hi, welcome back. So today I was just going to do a little scrapbooking on my own, and then I thought, oh, I might as well just turn the camera on and bring you guys along. Also, today I'm going to be scrapbooking a Christmas layout. What I do is I seem to have a hard time completing Christmas layouts. I don't know, there's so many of them, and there's so many different events that need to be scrapbooked that sometimes I get a little bored with that, or I feel like it's more like a chore. So what I decided to do a couple years ago, I kind of started this where around the 25th of every month, I tell myself it's time to do a Christmas layout, and I try to strive to do at least one page. Sometimes it turns out to be a 2-page spread, and sometimes I end up doing more. So here we are. It's the 25th. Actually, no, today's the 26th of the month, and I'm not sure when I'm going to post this, but I thought, okay, it's time for me to get that Christmas page done. So what I'm working on here is my Christmas album, and this is an older Creative Memories album. It's very beautiful album. They don't sell this particular one, and you do have one that is just as gorgeous as this one. And this album is my goal for the year, is to get this one done, because this is an album that I wanted to do for a long time, and it's going to be 1 page per year that I've known my husband, and we've been married 30 years now. So we met back in 1988. So it starts with 1988 and goes forward, and I'm trying to put in a year, 1 page for every year. So I do give myself a maximum of 3 photos. I won't put more than 3 photos on a page. I guess I would do 4 if they were cut right, but I really try and keep it to 2 or 3 at the most. And sometimes there were even only 1 photo. So that's what I'm working on. So I'm going to work directly into my book today, I'm pretty sure. And then what I have here is, this is a Christmas page kit that I made to help speed up my process. I one day sat down and made about 10 Christmas page kits. So this way, when the 25th rolls around, I'll grab my pictures, and then I will pick out a page kit to go with it. So these are my pictures. I have 3 pictures from, and this is 1994. And I've already cut them. They would go good with this page kit. So what I have in here is a couple pieces of red check and some red gingham. I put in some 6x6 pieces of paper, probably from a 6x6 pad of paper. Okay, and then I have some washi tape and some already pulled out some embellishments that I can use on this page. And this, I'm not limiting myself to this. This is just kind of to get me started in the process and get me going, so that I can get a jump start, and so I don't have to do so much thinking. And I'm going to actually have a video or a series of videos talking about my page kits coming up, about how I develop my page kits and speed up my process. Okay, so let me put this aside for now. Pull my album back in here. Open up to where 1994 is gonna go, which is this direction. So you'll see here I have, this is 94 and 95. So I'm gonna be working on this side of the book today. I don't always work directly in here, but for today I think I'm going to. And here's the pictures that I had back then. That's my dad. He loved that shirt. He's no longer around, so whenever I want to make sure I highlight him in the book for sure when I have photos. And then this one, he loved that shirt. So I don't know if that was the first year he had it or not. I wish I had known that, but I don't remember. And then that's me. I was pregnant with our first child this Christmas, and then that's my mother-in-law. So this is kind of an important Christmas, because I'll have my dad, my mother-in-law, which we don't have too many photos of. She's still alive and with us, but whenever we have older photos, I like to put them in. And then I try and pick photos of that Christmas to go in this album that kind of represent that year. And so that's why I'm putting that one in there of me with the baby in my belly. Okay, I can put that right there. I think what I'm liking is, here's my paper choices, and I think I'm going to take this one out. I'm not really feeling the gingham right now. I like these together. Let me grab my trimmer, because I think the first thing that I want to do is probably trim down the red. So I'm probably going to something. Yeah, I'm probably gonna, this is 6 inches, so I'm gonna do start with 7, and if I need to make it smaller, then I'll just make it smaller. Okay, here's 7 inches. Now this is just scrapbooking off the cuff. I have no plan for this today, and we're just gonna see where we're gonna go with it. I've already, like I said, I've already cut these down, so maybe put him at the top. Now see, I switched these around because see how I'm kind of looking in that direction. If I'm on that side of the page, I feel like I'm looking out, where if I'm on this one, I feel like I'm looking in. So maybe something like that. I could even cut these down all to the same size, maybe. Okay, so let me see here. I want to maybe turn the paper long ways. Maybe put it something like that. And I could line the photos. I could line the photos up across the page. I kind of like that. Or I could put the papers going down and put them maybe what do you guys think? Anybody out there? What do you guys think? Any suggestions? I'm kind of liking it horizontally because my pictures are more vertical. And I could do something like this. Yep, I'm definitely going to trim this. I am going to trim those photos down. Think about my page layout here for a minute. And yeah, I'll be right. Oh, you know what? Let's see, let's see what this will look like kind of popping out the top. Or maybe just one. Okay, let me think some more. Let me go trim this down so it fits into this album. And this isn't, like I said, an older Creative Memories album, so the pages are not a full 12 by 12. They are now. And I'll trim down the paper, the red checkered paper and the photos, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I got that trimmed down. I got my photos trimmed down. Now that I have them laying here, I do think I want to mat the photos. So I do have some scrap white. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to mount them first on white and then the green. Okay, so let's see. Let's give it a little bit of adhesive. I don't really like working straight in my book all the time. This book's already together, so I'm just going to scooch it up just a little bit. And then, so I can trim it, use my trimmer down here. Okay, so we'll get that. In fact, I don't think I'll make you watch me trim. So I will add white and green to all my photos and be right back. Okay, so here's where I stand so far. I have the red check, the cars. I think I really am liking these photos just lined up in a row. And now I have to decide where I'm going to put my journaling, my title, and my embellishment clusters. So I have some placeholders here that I use. when in my planning process. So I have this card for journaling, and I think it would look pretty good right about there. I want the title at the top. Of course, I don't really need to say a lot about it because it's all Christmas, so I just need to make sure I get the year. I had this one cut apart card I'm still thinking about. In fact, that could be my title. I suppose I can cut that. And then my clusters. So I do want one cluster right up here. I use these little circles to represent my clusters. I want it up here. The reason I want is because what I did was I took those 6 by 6 inch pieces of paper and I used it to mat behind the photos, and then I had these 3-inch strips, and I thought I would put them right up there. I liked that a lot. And then I need to cover that seam up a little bit better, so I thought if I put the title and then something coming up here into that white space would look pretty good. And then probably I'll do a diagonal embellishment row, and that way not a visual triangle. I'll just do a diagonal, so I could scoot that over a little bit like that. So I'll have my first cluster here and my second cluster down here at the bottom. So let's see. So for my title, actually, I had these stickers over here with the little red trucks, which matches the paper very nicely. I put one on a piece of cardstock to see how it would be, and then I cut it out because they were very thin stickers, and then I cut it out with this stitch die. So I think, you know, I was just playing around, but I think I kind of like it as my title. Let's move that out of there. Still like this card though. So let's, you know what I want to do? I want to cut this using my tag punch. So what I need to do is just trim this down just a tad so that it fits into the punch. Right now it's a 3-inch, and I need to trim it down to a 2.5 inch to fit it into that punch. So let's do that. Okay. And then there we go. So now it's 2.5 inches. It should slide right in there. And let's see what this looks like made into a tag. I don't want to fall out. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of cute. It's kind of cute. So let's see what we're liking better. Do we want, oh, if I put that up there, I kind of, oh, I could tuck it a little bit. 'Tis the season or Merry Christmas. Kind of like the 'tis the season, and then add some brown to the layout, which I can now add. I could always add this one down here, right? Yeah, let's do that. Let's put this one down here. There we go. So we're going to have 'tis the season up here. We can even tuck it in a little bit more like that. And then what else should we do here? Let's see what else we have as far as our embellishments. I'll probably need to go and choose some more embellishments and bring out my, these are like clear epoxy or stickers. They're very tiny. I like those for finishing touches. Okay. Okay, so let's see what other embellishments we have that we can add very easily. I do think I had some washi tape in this kit already, so I think I will probably do something like that at the top to mesh that seam together up there. Okay, so keep that aside. So I have all my, or not all, I have some of my embellishments laying right here to the side of me. So let's see what we can find. I think I'm not really liking that tag over there. So I have this from a previous project. I don't know, that the colors don't match exactly, but that's okay. I'm not really into that. I have a couple of them. I made one on red and then one on that. Let's see. Do we like it better on red? I can always make another one. Nope, I do like the white up there. I can maybe pop that up on some foam tape. Maybe stick this one down here so it's kind of the same. And what else do we have here? I like this little embellishment. Seems like there's a lot of darker reds being used in like the clothing. And where was it? This brad, I have this brad pack. I like that brad right there. Add it up at the top. Kind of brings in some black, which I could bring down here, which I will have the writing as well. Now I kind of am thinking maybe have a banner coming out with the date, the year. So even though I know this is in chronological order, I still like to put the year on every page. Let's see, I have some green. Okay, so let me, in fact, I'll make this one about 3/4 of an inch. And get my banner punch. Okay, so when I'm using the banner punch, I just try, and it's not, this banner punch is only for 1, 2, and 2.5, so it's too narrow here. But when I stick it in the back, I just make sure that it is aligned up, and then you get a perfect banner. Okay, let's see here. And we'll have it coming out here, something like that. I'm gonna trim it so it's not popping out, but I'll put the date on it and it'll say 1994 and it'll be like a banner. So yeah, I'm liking that right there. Now down here, let's see what we have. I have this brad pack, which has this tag. Also green, I can bring green down. I don't have a lot of green going on down here. Let's see. We have this brad pack that has a green snowflake and some green plaid. That has a little bit of black also. So that's nice. Okay, let's take it out and see. I kind of like that. I could also put it down here once I get the journaling on, right? Don't know if my journaling will be quite that big. Okay, yep, I kind of like that. And nope, I like that where it was. I like this, I was gonna move this and then I thought, no, I liked it back over here because it kind of covers up that whole corner right there so it doesn't look so jaggedy. Okay, I feel like I need one more thing. I'm going to, up here, I'm gonna put probably one of these or a couple of those up there and probably bring those in down here, but I do feel like I want something else right there. What else do we have that's green? Let's see here. Let's see. A tree, maybe, that has some green. I like the holly. Okay, let's look at that. This is a clear sticker. I might have to put it on to some cardstock, but let me right now cut it off of here. And see if we like it. It would look something like that. Now, I'm really gonna have to type up my journaling before I could place that final sticker there, but, and I think that's too much now. Merry and Bright. Let's put our journaling a little smaller. Merry and Bright, I wanna kind of cover up have all these things touching and then have something like that. And then a few of these epoxy stickers around there and there. Okay, so let me adhere everything that I have here down and get that brad in, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I got everything adhered down. I got the date or the year up here on my little banner, and I still have to work on the journaling area because I'm going to do my journaling off camera. That's the last thing. So I just have to get the journaling done, and then I'll be able to lay decide how I'm going to lay that tree on there. So it depends on how much I write. And then this one's not adhered yet either, so I could scoot it over a little bit as well. So my last thing I want to do is add some of these epoxy stickers. And I also have some of these. So let's see. I really like this. Just don't know if that's, I kind of like that right there. And then down here, there's not a whole lot of areas going on down here. I'm not sure. I do want to bring some yellow in up here because I have that yellow star there. So I'm going to put a couple little stars right there. Okay. Let's see. And I think that's it. I think that's all I'm going to do. I did see, I have been eyeballing this sticker here. Actually, it's hot cocoa because it's Christmas Eve and we always end up having hot cocoa. And it was just laying here and I kept looking at it. So I think, yeah, I think I'm going to bring that in. And in that case, I might bring over a little something else right over at the bottom there. Let's see, do we want some pine cones kind of coming out from there? I like to have odd numbers, but I think I'm actually liking that with the 3 right there and then that. So, okay, so I'm not really liking this here anymore because I have a lot of red here, and so I'm gonna try something else. I feel like these are kind of floating off. These 2 photos are floating off into space kind of. So I'm going to punch some of the circle chain border making cartridge, and I'm going to do it by hand. So what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to do it upside down. I'm going to slide this in, hold it, and then punch it upside down. So totally not how it was designed, but it still works. You still get a single punch of 3. Let me snip this out really quickly and see. So I'll have it like tucked under the journaling a little bit, and then not quite touching the picture. So let me do another one. Okay. Again, I'll snip this off. I guess I'm just thinking circles would go good with Christmas because they look kind of like ornaments. So yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make a chain all the way across. Probably should have just made a border out of this the way it's designed to be, but I will mesh all these together and get a chain all the way across there. Let me just do this last one and show you. Okay, so it'll look something like that. There we go. There, so it kind of gives it like a little bit of a shelf. Look in the close-ups and see what I do. And thank you all for joining me and hanging out while I tackle this Christmas layout for the day and for the month. And maybe next month you can come along and we can do Christmas again. Okay, talk to you soon. Bye-bye.